Don't worry, I did not get punched in the face by someone.
Hi everyone.
What is going on, guys? Welcome back to my vlog. Today is March 26, 2022, and I am back and well rested from my trip in New York City. Before I continue, if you look carefully here, I lost a nose cushion from my glasses. Don't worry, I did not get punched in the face by someone. It just so happened that the cushion fell out on its own in the hotel room. I'll get it fixed later. But anyways, let's continue from where I left off from my trip with the remaining footage from Wednesday, as well as everything that I could record from Thursday. And let me tell you this, as far as Friday goes, I hardly got anything for footage, as, well, it's just a simple return trip back home. So with that being said, back to Wednesday. Aside from the Statue of Liberty and Nintendo New York, we paid a visit to Chinatown, where we saw merchants sell their produce and fish on the streets. We went inside a couple of stores just to browse around, ate some Chinese food, and I even took the time to get myself an Oreo creme brulee bubble tea, which was actually pretty good. After Chinatown, and after cutting through this giant mall, the 9/11 Memorial was next, where I was able to get footage from where the World Trade Center buildings used to stand over 20 years ago. We ended Wednesday with the Empire State Building, where there were plenty of exhibits on hand, but it was the outside, on the 86th floor, that, pun intended, blew us away, as not only the views were spectacular, but it was really windy out, so I tried to record as much as I could. Now, I'm not too sure whether viewing the entire city from the Empire State Building is better during the night or during the day. I will leave it up to you guys to decide on that. Maybe someday in the future, if I ever go back to New York City and go back up to the Empire State Building again, I will get footage of the entire city during the morning or the afternoon where it is brighter out. But with that, that is going to do it for Wednesday. Before I proceed with Thursday, just so you know, we did plenty of walking on Wednesday and Thursday. Not so much on Tuesday, though, because Tuesday was sort of like half a day, as we arrived in New York City sometime in the afternoon. Now, whether I was inside or outside, if there was one problem that I had while walking around New York City, I can't even see where I'm going, thanks to this mask. When will this pandemic end? Right? Yep. That's what it was. But I should have known better by taking my mask off outside. But in any case, this is what I got for Thursday. First was Empire City Casino, where I was able to get a crack at a few New York Lottery scratch-offs. This casino is also home to Yonkers Raceway, a horse racing track. Speaking of horses, we got a horse ride in Central Park. Our ride only got us through a small chunk of Central Park, which leads to the assumption that I have to go back someday to see the rest of it. There were plenty of exhibits to get footage of, including the statue from the animated movie Balto. But what surprised me the most were the roads, which was built mainly for pedestrians and bicyclists. There were even stoplights for bicyclists, which you don't normally see every day. Edge, a building that gives you an overlook of the city, similar to the Empire State Building, was our most underwhelming visit, as unfortunately, we were stuck in a cloud, providing the complete lack of visibility. It was kind of upsetting in a way, as we couldn't see a dang thing. But come to think of it, seeing that big cloud all around us kind of reminds me of a certain video game franchise, Silent Hill, most notably my favorite of the series, Silent Hill 2, where there is fog all around and you can't hardly see anything in front of you. Except this time around, there were no zombies or monsters in the building, thankfully. Lastly was the Tao Japanese restaurant for dinner. I should have got the Chef Yoshi platter like I did in Mohegan Sun. Instead, I got the tuna Pringles, which were delicious but unfilling, as you only get 3 chips for $22. With Thursday done, the next day, we took our return flight back to Boston and our long drive back home. So there you go. That is the footage that I have provided to you from New York City. Would I ever go back there? Absolutely. The different attractions, the shops, and the restaurants that we have tended is just a small fraction of what this giant city has to offer. If you decide to live in New York City itself, just remember the iceberg effect, where the small top part of the iceberg that floats above the water's surface is what you see. You have all the bright lights and the restaurants and the shops and etc. from New York City. It's just like a big, massive fairgrounds in a way. But as soon as you start getting a job and you go to work, you will slowly realize and witness the massive bottom part of the iceberg that floats below the water surface, which is the reality of New York City. Go ahead and Google the iceberg effect, coined by Ernest Hemingway. And to end the vlog off, if there is one thing that I got to visit in New York City that I would recommend to you, that would be The Lion King on Broadway. You will not be disappointed when you go see it. And with that, I wish you all good luck and lots of fun when you get your chance to visit New York City. Okay, that's going to do it for this vlog. Thank you so much for watching. Like and subscribe for more. And don't forget to check out my gaming channel, Markis P Gaming, for video game Let's Play content. I will see you later. But, until then, like always, take care.